Well, hello, Internet. It's me, DP Knudten, and it's time for another edition of BOOKWARD BOUND, my ongoing slog from, hey, I should really do this, to done when it comes to writing a new book by January 1st, 2021. And that's the goal, and that's why I'm doing this at 8:24 p.m. on a Friday night on, March 27th. I think it's day 22 of my quest to get this done. And it continues on every single day for 301 days. At least that's the commitment I've made. I'm going to see it through, though, because if you make an appointment with people like you and yourself to actually do something like write a book, even though you've got a full-time job or working for yourself full-time and all that stuff, you got to put in the time. And that time comes whenever you can make it happen. In my case, it happens after dinner. I've spent time with my family, and now it's time for me to actually work on the book. And if you watched last night, you would have seen that instead of writing the book or outlining the book, I actually started working on the cover of the book, because I truly do believe the old saying, you got to see it to be it. Well, by seeing the cover and actually perhaps even printing it out and maybe even dummying it up on a physical book, it becomes more real to me. Therefore, becoming more realistic that I should be writing this every single day. So I'm going to go and start working on that cover right now and continue where I left off. So here we go. I am using a layout program called Affinity Publisher. It's a lot like Adobe InDesign, but a whole lot cheaper. In fact, for the cost of a single month subscription to Adobe Creative Cloud, you can buy Affinity Publisher and have it. Period. The end. And it does 90% of what you can do with Adobe InDesign. Yeah. Needless to say, after paying about, 3, 4, maybe even 5 years of Adobe Creative Cloud monthly fees, I woke up one day and said, you know what? I'm not really feeling it anymore. I would like to own a piece of software and actually use that to create my book. And so that's what I'm doing right here. I'm also using my previous book, Ratoma, The ROI of Social Media Top of Mind, which I'll show you right here, as a template, same size, 6 inches wide by 9 inches tall. And I'm working on the back. So I'm going to be imitating a lot of the stuff that's currently on the back, which you can kind of see I've already done or started doing right here. And I'm going to leave some of this as is. But I think I will do this. Create a written section about the author. And for now, why do I have incredible leading there? I actually have a bio that I use all the time, and I think I'm going to pull from that. My 100-word bio. I think I'll use the 100-word. Just grab all that stuff, cut it, and paste it in. And it's in black type, so I need to make it white. Where are we? make this. I think I'm using Avenir next. I'm going to make it 10-point type. And I want it, I don't want it bolded. This will be bold. And then color. Why is this? Where are my swatches? Let's go white. Okay, that looks a little big to me. No, but that's probably about right. But the lighting's a little tight. I'm going to increase that lighting. Actually, a long time. Copywriter and creative director, comma, DP Knudten has worked on some of the biggest brands of the business, and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to move that in. Move that in. Bada bang. All right. I think I'm going to do... I might do a color bar all the way underneath. Let's try that. Let's see what that looks like. Again, you know, I don't have a design figured out per se. I'm going to get rid of that, but I do want to have and that goes there, that goes there. I'm taking it all the way down to copy safe. Oops. And then I'm going to move this down so it's more or less centered. I want to send that to back, arrange, move to back, arrange. Move that. Range. I want to see my layers because I need this box to be all the way there. Collaborator publications. So that'll wrap around the spine. That'll look kind of cool. Up here is where you'll typically put a category list of words. In my case, it'll be business. Advertising. Marketing. Move it down there. And actually, I want to kind of line it up with the top of this box over here. So there you go, the magic lines. And then I also want to move it Alright, so I can look at down here and see that it's 112.8. So let's go 1. And that'll just flush it with up against the same box as this gray box. Oop, don't want to do that. I want a text box. And so I'll write some copy here. Right, some copy. The book, etc. period. Again, I got this massive leading going on, which I do not dig. And this is just a note to self, more or less. But I don't want it bolded. And 10 point, that's pretty big. I'm just going to do this. So this is just telling me roughly how much copy I have for the book, or how much room I have for the book. Kind of a pseudo word count. So I can have a subhead, blah, 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 blah. question is, should I extend this all the way over to the end of Knudten? Okay, what I'm doing, okay, I do this a lot. I squint to see what the book kind of looks like from afar. I don't like it extending all the way out there, I think. But maybe I do this, because that'll offset. Yeah, that looks kind of good. All right, so is this going to be my cover, at least for now? That looks a little wide. So I'm going to put a guide in here. Then a guide over here. That way I can snap everything to the same guides, and that way you know for sure the boxes are exactly the same width. And by the way, if you're a professional designer and you're looking at this like, oh my God, what a mistake. To that I say, well, guess what? I'm not a professional designer. I'm a copywriter who's learned this stuff over decades by watching over the shoulder of much more talented people than myself. But guess what? If you're doing it yourself, sometimes you just got to do it yourself. Oops. I want to get that superscripted a little bit. Yeah, I'll leave it there. All right, because I have access to italic fonts, I can put the titles of these podcasts in italics. Boop, 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 boop. I can put a copyright. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to put a copyright box notation, like right here. Make it 9 point to copyright, Control A, make it white type. Do I need to bring it forward? Show me my layers. Picture frame. don't want TM. I want Option G. Copyright 20. Oh, and look, I'm 21. LLC, I don't think I need all those, nor do I need it bolded. And frankly, I could go down to 8-point without a problem. And again, all these things are cues that this is a professional book. This is a real thing, you know. Unlike a lot of self-produced stuff that looks kind of janky, the goal here is that people go, oh, this looks real. All right, so I think I'm going to add well, first I gotta straighten this out. Control A. Pardon my cough there. I'm smart. And again, this is just to remind me, oh yeah, get these things to line up. I was going to add a straight line. I'm going to make it that maroon color. And I need to fatten up that stroke. Oh, no, I don't want the type to have it. And let's try that again. Make it. Wait a minute, why is that doing that? Color. Stroke. Bum, 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 bum. this in. I don't understand why this is doing this. It's not playing well in the sandbox. Why is that cap like that? I'm gonna get rid of it. I just want to draw a line. Color, stroke. I do not like that. All right, well, I'm not going to worry about it right now. Let's just leave it like this for now. All right, so right now this is Avenir Next, right? I just want to see what this looks like as Open Sans. So let's see. Go. I like Open Sans better. Huh. Let's see what this looks like as Open Sans. It has a little bit more weight to it. I gotta do some stuff here. I should probably do this again, bring down a guide. Make sure that it snaps. It doesn't want to do that. Again, my apologies to professional designers. This is a DP DIY joint, baby. I'm doing it myself. In fact, I can do this. See how it goes? Bingo. I can actually get that straight to 90. That's 14 points. Let's take that down. That's a little fat. Let's go. Or not point, but pixels. Cool. All right, so the question is, should brand be up there? Let's change this to 10 point. That's 14. So what if we go 16? That looks dumb. Let's go try 15. And then let's go. Oh, that looks stupid. All right, leave it like this for a while until I hate it. And come back and change it all again. I don't want to see pages. Margins guide, show columns, text flow, show rulers. View context toolbar. Yeah, let's save that. But I do not want to single view. No, I don't want to show this. How about no icons? Oh, window. I'm still getting to know this program. That's why I can't just get rid of that thing. How do you get rid of that? View, zoom, rotate, view mode. New views. Yeah, I definitely want to show guides for now. Toolbar, dock tools. I don't know. View. I want to rulers. Fine. Show toolbar. Dock tools. Customize tools. Show rulers. Baseline. Show baseline grid. No, I don't want a baseline grid. There we go. Get rid of that grid. All right, let's just lose the guides for a second. I'm going to show my layers. I want to get rid of that live area box. Where's my live area of layer? Right there. So I can get rid of that. View, text flow, show margins. No. Show bleed. Column guides. All right, so that way I can look at it a little bit cleaner. I'm kind of digging it. I think I could probably add another red accent. Yeah, I can do that quickly. All right, so I want to view. I want to copy that. Just put it under. I'm going to shorten that up a little. It's feeling a little fat, so let's make it 10 pixels. I can see if these line up decently. Yeah, they're pretty close. There is one there. Wait a minute. All right, so that's telling me it's even. Although it looks. Bingo. What do I think? Do I like that? I like it for now. Will I continue to like it later? I don't. No. Oops. Then move this up. So I kind of think I need to move that, and that, which we can group and move Do I have show guides not working? Group. Pull it down. So there's plenty of room there for a thing. All right. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I'm starting to see it come together. I'm starting to see the vision. I'm starting to believe. I'm starting to believe. Isn't that cool? For the sake of it, I'm going to open pre-flight and ignore everything. Text overflowing. Coolio. We're going to go show details. Scale 100%. No, fit to printable. And I'm going to print it. That way I can sit down there and look at the word count on the copy that I have yet to write for the back, you know, the kind of blurb stuff that goes up here, details about the book, about the whole premise of the book and things like that. I think it's looking kind of sharp. I think it's a sharp pressed book. Yeah, so I've got a black and white printout of it that I can look at every single day to remind me, write the damn thing. And then play around with type sizes and stuff like that. Because some of this stuff feels a little horsey, a little big. But that's what you got to do when you're designing a cover. Sometimes the best thing you can do is print it out, put it on the book, and go, would I buy that? Yeah, I probably would, except for this smiling jackass's face right on the front. But actually, that's going to be part of the explanation. Maybe I'll put that on the back. So why does this book have the picture of the author on the cover? Because this book is about building a personal brand, putting yourself out there, getting yourself out of your, blah, 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 blah. Maybe I make that a feature. So it's like explaining right away, why is this there? What do you think about that? I think I'm kind of liking it. So I think that's good for tonight. 46 minutes and change. I'm cool with that. So once again, I'm DP Knudten for the Nonfiction Brand Podcast and Nonfiction Brand Versity, and this has been BOOKWARD Bound, my 22nd day consecutively working on my book that I want to have done by January 1st, 2021. Will I do it? Who knows? But yes, no. Will I do it? Yeah, with your help, I will, because I've made a commitment to you, and you're keeping me honest. So thanks very much for that. I really do appreciate it. The Nonfiction Brand Podcast, which is certainly covering a lot of the things the book is going to be talking about, comes out every Monday. So check out next week's episode on Monday with Jerry Ann Wiesbrook. I think it's episode 84, if I'm not mistaken. And it's a real fun episode because Jerry Ann and I get into it a little bit because we both like banter. So that's a lot of fun. The other thing is I've got a private Facebook group called Nonfiction Brand Versity, which I'd love to invite you to join. All you have to do is search Nonfiction Brand Versity on Facebook, ask to join, and answer 3 questions to prove you're not a bot. If you do that, you're in. It's absolutely free, and it's a great place to learn more about how to build your personal brand so that you can become the, fully formed brand that you already are. Again, that's it for me tonight. DP Knudten for BOOKWARD Bound. I'll talk to you later. Hey, theme music. Take us on out.